The movie's plot revolves around a massive shark, twice the length of a whale, that enters the city of Paris. There, the shark causes the city to self-destruct within its river, and it forms a complete army of sharks that attack the city. The story begins in the Pacific Ocean, where a ship carrying a group of marine scientists is located. It appears that the ocean is filled with garbage due to human pollution on the beaches and oceans. Sophia is steering the boat, and her husband Chris is filming her in a video while conducting research to present to the authorities to show the impact of pollution on marine life. Suddenly, two crew members, Juan and his girlfriend Jade, come to tell Chris that they have detected a signal from the sensor regarding the shark they have been monitoring for a while. Chris and the crew wear diving suits and go diving to search for the shark. While they are searching, they find a dead whale, and Chris notices something strange about it. Suddenly, a huge shark swims by him, but Chris manages to escape before he is in danger. The area is teeming with sharks that are concentrated on the whale's body. Chris and his team are trying to stay away from the sharks while Jade communicates with Sophia in the control room to tell her that the signal is getting closer to them. The events take a dramatic turn when Chris and Juan discover a giant shark named Lilith, which is 7 meters long, posing a significant danger, as it was only 2.5 meters 2 months ago. Sophia tells Chris that she needs a sample of Lilith's flesh or blood. Chris approaches the shark and shoots an arrow, provoking its anger and prompting it to attack. Chaos erupts when the sharks attack the group, leading to a state of panic. Sophia intervenes to help them, but she finds herself in a direct confrontation with Lilith. She gets injured due to the shark attack, but she manages to free herself using a knife. After several years since the incident, we return to the city of Paris, where two young men are fishing in the river. One of them finds an old bomb, which necessitates the intervention of the police and bomb disposal experts. Officer Adele is giving a press interview about the discovery of bombs in the river. Then we move to the Marine Sample Center, where Sophia is educating children about the importance of protecting marine life. Sophia is subjected to a painful question from one of the students about the shark, which leads her to cry. Sophia meets a young woman named Meg, who expresses her admiration for her. Meg leads Sophia to a place where they can learn more about Lilith. Upon their arrival, Sophia is surprised to see a group of young people interested in marine life, but without a permit. Meg takes them to a friend named Ben, who is an expert in hacking systems, where they manage to locate Lalies, who has moved from the Pacific Ocean. And currently, she is at the same river where the two young men were fishing, where Sophia confirms that it is unreasonable for Lilith to have reached here because she is a shark and cannot survive in fresh water. Meg is shocked when she tells her that there is a type of shark capable of living in fresh water, and it is likely that Lilith is of this type. Meg thinks that Lilith might have gotten lost while searching for a new area in the ocean due to pollution, and she asks them to help her return to the Pacific Ocean. Meg decides to swim in the river in search of Lilith, hoping that Sophia will help with this task. But Sophia refuses, emphasizing that Lilith is not a peaceful fish, but rather poses a great danger. As Sophia returns home, she watches old videos of herself with her crew, pausing at the moment she attacked Lilith's Chris, stirring her emotions. Sophia suspects that the shark might be in the same area Meg pointed out, so she decides to check it out. We return to Meg, who descends into the water and looks around. You discover shark bite marks on a car that was in an accident, but you quickly feel danger when you see something moving behind you. Meanwhile, a police patrol passes over the river, and Meg tries to pull the rope that binds her, but she fails and has to escape. The police arrive and arrest Meg, while Sophia has reached the bridge to see what happened. The police take Meg to the investigation department where they interrogate her. Meanwhile, Adele, the officer who suspects Meg, passes by and begins investigating the case related to Lilith. The events unfold to show Sophia in the place where the homeless used to sit, where she finds a dog barking at something in the water. It seems that the shark was attacking the homeless, revealing their tragic fate. The next day, Meg is at the police station, trying to convince Adele that there is a shark in the river, but he doesn't believe her. Meanwhile, an officer intervenes and asks Adele to come with her due to an emergency concerning Lilith. The events follow Sophia as she heads to the place where Lilith is likely to be, while encountering a child playing near the water. Sophia intervenes to save the child, but her father insists on taking her away. Sophia receives a call from Adele, who takes her to show her the body of one of the missing homeless people. It appears that the body was severely damaged, and Adele confirms to Sophia that this could be due to a shark attack. Adele takes them with the police captain to discuss the matter, but she seems incredulous about what is happening, considering it unlikely that anything other than the shark could have caused this man's death. Meg tries to deny Sophia, but the latter tells her that she has been tracking the shark for years and that she hasn't made any mistakes this time. She confirms to her that the shark is in the river, so Captain Adele orders the officer team to accompany him and takes Sophia to the location specified by the computer where the shark is. The captain tells Adele that if a shark is found as Sophia says, it must be dealt with immediately. Adele and his team start preparing the equipment and board one of the police boats, where Sophia joins them. They headed to the shark tracking location using the device connected to her computer, while Meg walks behind them on the street without any of the police noticing her. After Sophia pinpointed the shark's location, Adele starts preparing his team, and they put on their diving suits. Sophia notices that the shark is still in place, so she asks Adele about the depth of the river, and he tells her that the depth is 5 meters. Sophia is surprised because they were supposed to be able to see the shark. As Adele says, maybe there isn't a shark at all. After the team prepared all the tools, they went into the water and started searching for the shark. They find a large fish whose body has been devoured savagely, and they realize that the fish has come from the ocean to here. Meg calls her friend Ben and tells her to tell Sophia to stop following the shark, saying it could be the reason for the deaths of people around her. But Meg insists that they should not get rid of the shark, as it will affect the environment. Bane is forced to do that, so her friend won't get angry. The signal with Sophia cuts off, and Adele asks her to get the team out of the water, as they feel something surrounding them. And when the police team arrives, they confirm to Adele that they felt some movement in the water and believe it might be a shark. One of the police women asks Adele to operate the boat's sonar to check if there is something large in the water. Adele goes to turn on the device and discovers that there is indeed something big. Immediately, Adele shouts at Sophia, accusing her of putting his team in danger. Adele tries to push Sophia away from the street, but Sophia screams and asks him to stay away from her, and suddenly her tears start to fall, and it becomes clear that she has not yet recovered from the incident she experienced with her team. Sophia tells Adele that she will go down alone, and she actually decides to do so. And when she steps out onto the street, she notices Meg and runs towards her. After a while, Sophia arrives at the place where Meg had taken her earlier and finds her there. Sophia shouts at Meg, expressing her displeasure because she stopped the signal, and tells her that their team could have died just like her team did. The events return to Adele in the police station with the captain, where Adele asks her to declare a state of emergency in the city to get rid of the shark, but she refuses. You tell them that there is a big celebration happening in a few days called the Triathlon, and it cannot be stopped. The biggest problem is that the celebration includes a swimming race in the river where the shark is located, and it is explained that the mayor will not agree to cancel this event because it will attract journalists from all over the world, and the budget allocated for it is very large. That night, Meg goes live on her social media accounts, telling everyone about a shark in the river and urging people to rescue it and return it to the ocean, pointing out that fishermen kill more than 100 million sharks annually. The next day, Adele goes to meet Sophia at her workplace and apologizes to her for any inconvenience he may have caused. He suggests that she talk to the mayor about the shark issue. The next day, they meet with the mayor and ask her to stop the celebration due to the presence of a large shark in the waters, but she refuses and shows them a model illustrating what the city will look like during the celebration. You admit to them that the budget for this event is $1.7 billion, and you ask them to eliminate the shark. After that, Adele and Sophia prepare a team to catch the shark. Sophia gives them some instructions and explains that she doesn't have another tracker because it has malfunctioned. They come up with a plan to lure the shark between two bridges so they can catch it. Sophia takes Adele and shows him a video explaining how to deal with the shark and how to inject it with the sedative. Suddenly, Bane interrupts them and tells them she has come to confess something serious. She takes them to the captain's office and starts answering their questions, pointing out that the shark is not in the river, but swims in a place beneath the city known as the catacombs, which is similar to a sewer. Ben learned that Meg had gathered a large number of people to show them the shark, and it is understood that she is able to communicate with it. Ben also tells that she was able to signal again, and they write that she is in the catacombs. At night, the police move, and Sophia is with them. They reach the catacombs and enter through a small opening, just big enough for them to pass through. We see Meg, who actually gathered a large number of people, and her plan is to pretend to be a dolphin and play with the shark to show them that it is not harmful and deserves to live. Bane is trying to tell her friend to stop this behavior, but Meg is determined to go down. Meg begins to descend into the water to start her performance. The police are locating the people, and Adele is requesting support because there are a large number of people. Adele tells his team that they need to get everyone out without any mistakes. Indeed, they enter where the people are and ask them to be quiet and stay away from the edge of the water so they don't fall in. Sophia tells Meg to get out of the water because there is danger, but she refuses. And the biggest problem is that the shark suddenly appears next to Meg, and everyone is shocked when they see the fins of the two sharks together. Meg moves to secure her friend, but she tells her that the shark isn't friendly and that it will hurt her, and she asks her to get out. But Meg doesn't listen to her and insists that she hasn't hurt anyone. The two sharks circle Meg and descend rapidly to the bottom of the water. Sophia becomes worried and tells Meg that they might attack her and asks her to leave immediately, but she refuses. Adele intervenes, ties himself with a rope so his friends can pull him, and leaps into the water. When he reaches her, Meg refuses to come out, and suddenly the shark appears from underneath and swallows her in front of everyone. There is chaos among the people, and everyone is trying to reach the exit to escape, but the ground is slippery, causing most of them to fall into the water. We see some people who fell into the water being attacked by sharks. Bane, who fell among the people, witnesses the accident, hits her head, loses consciousness, and unfortunately, drowns and loses her life. One of the police officers descends to save the people, and Adele pulls out his gun to shoot the shark and drive it away from his friends. But the shark attacks the officer and tears his arm apart in front of them. The officer manages to get out of the water again, but suddenly the shark returns and swallows Ben. The group manages to escape from the catacombs, and everyone gathers in a safe place. Adele and Sophia try to help them, but Sophia feels guilty because she couldn't save them. Adele tries to calm her down and tells her that it's not her fault. One of the policewomen interrupts them and asks them to come with her quickly, taking them to the catacombs and showing them that the shark that swallowed Lilith is dead. Sophia takes the shark to the lab to examine it and understand its body and everything related to it. Sophia manages to understand how the shark adapts to fresh water, and she shows Adele that there is something under its mouth that enables it to adapt to both fresh water and salt water. Adele asks her why they are in the city, specifically in Paris. Sophia tells him that Lilith came to the city because she didn't feel safe in the ocean, and it's likely that she will drown in the catacombs, which is a strong possibility, and thus she will return to the ocean. Sophia examines the shark's belly and discovers that it is female and pregnant. And the problem is that she doesn't find one or two fish, but a very large number of small fish in her stomach. Sophia is surprised and notices that the shark's teeth haven't fully developed yet after 2 months. She writes that the problem is bigger, as these sharks do not need a male to give birth, nor do they need to grow to bear offspring. They give birth automatically on their own. Here, Sophia realizes that lurks is a new type of shark that has never been discovered before. And the problem lies in the fact that if they don't get rid of it as soon as possible, it will reproduce very rapidly, leading to the destruction of all the oceans in the world. They decide to go to the mayor the next day with the captain and the head of the government. And when the mayor learns everything about the type of shark, she tells them that the remaining party is only 24 hours away and that they must get rid of the sharks as she instructed them. But Sophia is angry with the mayor for not caring about the fate of many people's lives because of these pennies. The mayor orders Sophia to leave her office and tells them that she will have the army secure the event properly. The mayor appears on television, and the host asks her a question about the presence of sharks in the river. She responds that if there are any, they have implemented top-level protection, and if there aren't, it means the rumors are false. We return to Adele, the police team, and Sophia at the cafe, where everyone feels frustrated because they can't do anything due to the mayor. Adele and Sophia decide not to give up and to do something to save the people. Adele gathers his team and the police chief and tells them his and Sophia's plan. He explains to them that they will enlist the help of explosives experts, as each of them will participate in this mission. Adele and Sophia, along with 2 others, descend into the river waters and head back to the catacombs, where they have a device that emits sound waves resembling shark sounds in order to gather all the sharks in one place above the river. We see that the party has started, and we see the army, police, and special forces present at the location. As we notice, there are a very large number of people in the streets and along the riverbank. The mayor comes and greets everyone, and then holds a press conference. The journalists ask her if there are sharks, but she denies it and says there is nothing, and that all the rumors are just that, rumors. Adele and Sophia were feeling exhausted as they couldn't catch a single fish. So Adele decided to go out and inform the officers of his location. And when Adele opened it, he discovered that the light was red, and in turn he looked up and was surprised to see a very large number of sharks, which had multiplied quickly. The mayor starts firing, and the river race begins among the competitors, where we see a large number of racers in the river. Adele and Sophia, along with their team, are moving towards a specific area and activating the sensors to detect any approaching shark. But suddenly Lilith appears with a number of sharks that have grown rapidly, and she attacks a group of the team, eating them one by one. Adele and Sophia quickly place the explosives and withdraw, then detonate them, resulting in a massive underwater explosion. Adele and Sophia manage to get out, but Adele is very exhausted. Sophia signals the officers on the boat to wait, then descends into the water again to check if the sharks have died from the explosion. Lilith appears in front of Sophia, and everyone is surprised that she and the sharks with her were not affected by the explosion. Lilith moves away from Sophia and heads towards the contestants. So Sophia quickly comes out and tells them that Lilith is still alive. Lilith collides with the boat, causing it to capsize in the water. We see Lilith tearing apart one of the police officers, then eating the second officer. All the members of Adele's team die, leaving only Adele and Sophia. Adele and Sophia get out onto the capsized boat while the sharks continue to circle around them. Lilith focuses on the contestants. The sharks get caught in the net, which restricts their movement. Adele and Sophia decide to act quickly to save the people, but unfortunately, Lilith reaches the contestants and starts devouring them one by one. The army intervenes here and requests firing at lilies in the water, but the police chief orders a ceasefire due to the presence of explosives underwater. We see Lilith underwater as she escapes from the bullets, as none of them hit her. The army is raising their boats, and we notice a bomb underwater being shot at, causing it to explode. The bridges begin to collapse, and massive explosions occur in the water due to the detonation of all the bombs, causing the river's water level to rise and flood the city. We see that everyone is drowning in the water and no one has survived. Adele and Sophia manage to get out of the water and into a nearby building, looking around in shock at the number of sharks circling them. Here, both of them realize that there is no escape and that the sharks have completely taken over the river in the city of Paris.